Hello everyone, this is Globku from Noob here with some sad news. Hopefully not so terrible though. There's been an accident and we have lost episodes 6 and 7 from Rivals. There is no recovering them, they are lost forever. So here I am with a short summary of what actually happened on those episodes, because I remember. My memory's like an elephant's memory, that's the thing. And while I'm explaining what happened, there will be video game footage on the background. That is not from the Rivals episode, because as I've said, that is lost forever. That is some stuff that I have recorded myself, so you guys get an idea of what the games look like in case you don't know them. So starting on episode 6, our first community challenger was Doc Martins. First time challenger on Rivals, and actually a close friend of mine. I think this was the first time I was challenged by someone I actually knew in person. The game he picked was Left 4 Dead 2 and the challenge was to play on Versus, so it was pretty straightforward. The one who got the most points would win. Pretty much the same challenge we had on the last episode of Season 1 with Kriana, but instead of me losing, I actually won that challenge. He went for Vast Compound and put Dunwall on the line since he didn't much care for the game Dishonored and really liked Far Cry 3. The second community challenger was Marco Style, who heard that Warrock thought he was good at StarCraft 2 and he absolutely destroyed him. I mean, yes, Warrock is better than the common gamer on StarCraft 2. It's a strategy game, you need practice to get good at the game, but man, Marco was just on a whole different level. Since Warrock was holding Zerus and that's essentially the only land from StarCraft on this show, that's the one Marco took. Then it was time for me and Warrock to fight each other. Curiously, Warrock chose to play Towerfall Ascension, the game that kicked him out of Rivals on Season 1, so I don't think anyone was surprised when he lost that challenge, giving me Bronam. My challenge was on Mount Your Friends and I actually took the time to import our faces into the game before the challenge. It was a pretty funny moment. Warrock's not too familiar with the Xbox controller and the game only displays the Xbox buttons, so it was a very easy victory for me as I took New Tristram. Overall, episode 6 gave me 3 lands, Warrock lost 2, the community won Zerus but also lost Dunwall. The following week was episode 7. It started out with a challenge from the community veteran Zemris. He decided to challenge Warrock for Pokemon Showdown, a turn-based battle game where you can pick your own Pokemon, which abilities and bonuses they have, and again, a game that requires some practice to master. Or so was what Zemris had hoped for. Warrock was smart. He looked up some builds online, and even though he wasn't that familiar with the game, he managed to beat Zemris, who was trying to finally accomplish his goal of taking Orgrimmar and making Warrock cry, but ended up losing the Netherrealm in return. The second challenger was also a Rivals regular, Nidrog. He wanted a rematch on Blade Symphony after losing to me on Season 1. He seemed to think that was some sort of fluke and turned out he was right, because he did win this challenge and took Vast Compound from me. On the local challenges, Warrock seemed bitter after losing on StarCraft 2 the previous week, so he challenged me to the first StarCraft. It wasn't even a fair challenge. While I like to think I still put up a fight on StarCraft 2 back on Season 1, it's been so long since I played the first StarCraft, I got absolutely destroyed, and Warrock got the Forest of Fairies back. But I couldn't walk away from this episode without a victory, so I challenged Warrock to Starwall, the free internet version, not the Steam one. We both had tons of fun playing this silly game, but in the end, I was the victor and took Rapture from Warrock's slimy hands. Now, during these 2 episodes, we had been teasing that something big was gonna happen, something called the Rivals War. And it actually will happen on the next episode, which is coming out really soon. The editing's almost done. But for now, here's the cinematic for the war.
The cries of war echo upon the wind. Heroes arise to challenge each other and lead their armies to battle. As Warrock and Globku rush blindly towards their doom, the burning shadow of the community comes to consume us all. You must rout rally the community and lead them to their destiny by joining Warak or Globku in massive battles to the death.
How are you inside my house? How'd you get here?
Seek me out at magicalnoob@gmail.com to request access to the massive battle.
Thank you all for watching this brief summary. Huge apologies for losing the episodes. It was our fault and our fault alone. We should have taken some precautionary measures to save the live stream, but I can assure you that we already saved the rest of the season, so this won't happen again. Take care, everyone. See you next time.